Hello, welcome to my arty channel. As you can see, my Hobonichi order has come in. My Hobonichi Techo 2025. I'm extremely excited. I have gone overboard this year. For the first time ever, I have bought too many books. Of course, this is not the first time in my life I've bought too many books, but it's happened again. Now, I made a lot of decisions that I think are good ones, but who knows? Why can't I close that? It's very dangerous. Anywho. This is a new one. Before you think of anything, write, "That made me happy." Don't ask yourself what made you happy until afterward. Then write down the answer, even if you really have to dig for one. You could also try, "That made me sad," or "That was delicious." Thank you, Safety Matches Morning and Evening Talks. It's very wise words. Now, let's see what I got. Do I even remember? Wow. How excitement. This is, of course, a cover on cover. And this year, I can't remember what this one's called. Tools and Toys, is that it? Yes. I bought this one because I bought one of the colours, A6 original. Now this, I bought a plain cover on cover for weeks because I do have one with a pattern. And as you'll see, I have more than 1 week's for this year. Now, you may or may not know that I've gotten into anime. Well, not anime, but manga, fairly recently. And One Piece is something I've been enjoying. So, why not get a pencil board? As you can see, I was making some very good decisions in the heat of the moment. Definitely not panicking as the Hobonichi website went down and then came back up again. And people lost orders and people couldn't order, and then all sorts of shenanigans happened. I tried the 1st of September, about just after midday Australian time, which was something around, I think it was then when the website came live for the sales, and it was down for me, so I was not at home either, so I had to wait until I got home. And on the 2nd of September, at some random time, I thought, let me go order my Hobonichi. Surely things have settled down. And I was right, I could order. Everything went according to plan. Now, I just have to see if I get any paper issues, quality control issues, which has been happening with the Tomo River paper. But I'm confident that maybe I'll get through that successfully, because I have a positive attitude, and even if it doesn't happen, Even if I get the bad paper, I'll make do until 2026. And then I'll probably still buy Hobonichi for life, to be honest. Who am I kidding? But look at this pencil board. I can't remember what the A6 one was. Oh, sorry, the A6, A5. Yeah, I can't remember what the A5 one was, but I think I did like that too. But I'm not using a cousin this year. I'm using an A6. And I don't know, this one's pretty special too. And you will see I bought the cover to match. So, of course I need this. It's a must. All of these things are musts. These are not wants, these are needs. Because without them, my life falls apart. And I cannot get out of bed in the morning and function as a human being without many to-do lists and basically nice gourmet notebooks, because that's what makes me happy. Now, I've never bought a stencil before from Hobonichi, or actually from anywhere, but I thought this is the year, because I went into some sort of delirious Hobonichi buying panic. I added this to my cart, and I think I'll use it because it's got quite a number of things on there that I like. I eat things, I drink things, I have favourite things. I have to go to work, unfortunately. I have a car. I walk, thankfully. I do have a birthday. Hopefully somebody will give me a gift at least one time throughout the year. Things are sometimes good. Sometimes they're sad. And I'm sure I'll make use of all the squiggliness too. I cannot wait. Now, look at this one. Weeks. The Denali, I think it's called. Denali, hopefully that's how you pronounce it. Denali in the Midnight. It's another one. I thought, what is this? Hobonichi Techo 2025. The Mystery of Techo Mask. Wow. Oh dear. That is very creepy. I love it. Why do I love this so much? That is very creepy. It reminds me of kind of like World War II propaganda posters. Wow. What is going on here? Ooh. Okay, number one. It's late at night and you find yourself troubled. Potential, you whisper aloud. Who else but Techo Mask appears before you? Oh dear. Techo Mask can be seen flying around the world. What kind of world awaits you? Don't be afraid to explore the ancient caverns of yore. What techniques are hidden within the Book of Secrets? Wow, a secret tool makes a surprise appearance. 2 treasure boxes lie before you. Which will you open? There's a treasure box. Do I open one? I'll do that later. Look at that. Potential. Wow. There's a treasure hidden inside you. Superhuman strength waiting to be awakened. This is your potential. Watch it shine through, bit by bit, in the pages of your life book. It's more than you can even imagine. This charm, this spell, it's your potential. Wow. You know what, I'm very convinced. Thank you. Thank you, Techo Mask. With your help, in 2025 I will reach my potential. And I will have superhuman strength. I cannot wait now. I am so much more excited for 2025. You know what, I'm going to take this up. I'm going to take this into my workplace and put this poster up on my cubicle. And it'll scare away anybody from coming to ask me any questions. This will be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Speaking of which, this is going to be my work weeks. Because I've since discovered, over the past couple of years, since I've been using Hobonichi, I've worked out that the weeks is definitely my work planner. I'm much more productive using it, and it's just got the right amount of space for various things. Like I generally write my to-do list there, things to note down here, and over there like a brief summary of the big things that I've done throughout the week, or like a general gist of what the work week consisted of. So kind of bigger picture down to smaller details. And then at the back, I use these pages for sort of bigger tasks that need a lot of breakdowns through each week, which I have a lot of, and I think it's just enough space to cover most of the year for that, so that's perfect. And then deadlines I put in this section, and I think that's about all. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, I don't really use that. I should use it for something for work, but I'm not sure what. I haven't used the back pages for work. If you've seen my other Hobonichi videos, I'm always struggling to figure out what to do with the last pages. My 100, I've never successfully done that. Filled it out. Ooh, sample symbols and icons. Okay. So I could take those, kind of draw them inside the Techo at various spots. Very nice. Okay, now there's the little corner sticker thing. Naoki Ishikawa. Some information on the artist. So this is a photograph. I think it's from, does it tell me? I don't think it says where it is, but I think this is somewhere in America, in the US. Mount Denali, I think, from when I first read everything about it. But wherever the mountain is, I'll look that up later. But it can be like a metaphor for me climbing the mountains at work and reaching my potential, which will make Techo Mask very happy. Okay, so that's work. Fantastic. That is brilliant. Now what else do I have here? So this is, what colour was that again? Vanilla soda, yes. So this is Week's vanilla soda. I have another Techo Mask poster. I can put this one at home. I could put it on the front door and get people to decide not to come visit me or knock and ask me to do whatever they're requesting me to do. Very good. I'm of course a people person, but actually no, I'm not a people person. Still, I'm a cat person, and cats can't read, so, and I don't think, well anyway, what is this? Is this something I should be, what is this? That's just a piece of plastic. I'm sure there's something. Yeah, well, I'm not sure what this is, but I'll look into that. It might just be packaging, but I don't think it is. Yeah, same sort of weeks, but this is what I use for tracking finance, or lack of. But basically, this goes, well, I use the monthly pages. It's kind of like I use it as like a, what's the word? It's a Japanese style of budgeting that was all over YouTube for a while. Kikibo. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but basically it's like you put a list of everything, all your expenses for the month, and your wants, needs, and a few different categories, and then you kind of minus it and you see what you've got left over to spend for the day or the week. And it's not terribly in depth, but it's just enough to make sure you're being sensible. So it's working really well for us, so I'm going to keep that up. I only just started it this year, 2024, and it's been working really well. I have not missed a bill payment. So due dates go here, then on this side, basically everything that is spent from the bank account gets written there and assigned a different category. I've got 5 different categories, but I think the original Kikibo thing just had wants, needs, something like entertainment or culture, and unexpected or something, or gifts, something like that. But I've got our own sort of idea that I put 5 different categories and assign them and then add them up on this side, and then at the back I write down like a monthly version of it, so you've got all like our income, expenses, and then minus all the expenses and what gets left over here. So I have a list of all the expected fixed expenses that will be coming out, and I tick them off as we go. And if I match that with the monthly things, I never miss what's going on, and hopefully it puts us in a little bit of a better place as we go along. But honestly, without doing this, it's a bit of a mess. We tried spreadsheets in the past, but they're kind of hard. I find using equipment you enjoy to keep track of things makes you more likely to stick to doing things. But anyway, that's my finance thing. Now, the original Techo, the A6. Wow. Where am I going to put this one up? Where can the Techo mask go? Maybe the guest bedroom. this is small. I forgot how small this is. I've been using the Cousin for this year and last year, and I found it way too big, but now looking at this, it's very small, but actually it's perfect. It actually looks like it would be the perfect size for what I would like to do. And basically that's a personal home, everything kind of to-do list and keep track of things. I was thinking, up here, I'm pretty sure I might have some sort of ADHD traits, because I find if I don't write everything I need to do, even basic simple things in the day, and tick them off as I go, I'm much less likely to do things, or even want to do things. Like up here, if I put like my exercise, like walk 1 hour, or gym, upper body, lower body, whatever, and tick it off. I think that's what I'll be doing, exercise, sort of health type things up the top there with those check boxes. And on the left is general everyday kind of cleaning, house maintenance stuff. Like, just simple things that if you tick off, makes you feel like you're actually achieving something and you get a bit of a momentum happening. Like if I put check or empty litter for our cat, clear surfaces, empty dishwasher, just simple things. If you keep going, tick them off as you start the day and move through it, eventually you can get to the bigger stuff, like, I don't know, mow the lawn, clean shower, clean sinks, toilets, something. If you start with the simple stuff, get the momentum happening, suddenly you feel like you've achieved quite a bit, when before you can barely just do, well, I could barely just do the simple things. And kind of, what does that say about me? But it's not to say I wouldn't do the simple things, it's just that if I had a checklist, I would perhaps do them quicker and with more vigor and enthusiasm, just to get them done and to achieve something. Whereas if I didn't have a checklist and checked it off, I would delay doing a lot of things, procrastinate. This is what I've found. I think in my previous video, which was of Hobonichi, was the start of this year, I said I was going to do a whole bunch of things. Learn Korean, learn piano, do guitar, practice more, and do all my art stuff. And everything just went out the window. I think it was just way too much to try and tick off every day. Not because I didn't want to, but because, well, firstly, there's just not that many hours in a day to do everything I want to do with a full-time job. So, and I've taken more of an easygoing approach where I just do things a bit more sporadically, and I don't focus on certain days doing certain things. But I'm still working out how to manage all my hobbies and interests. But I'm thinking now for next year, with these pages, and also perhaps either the monthly or here somewhere, I've got my channel, my art channel that you're watching, which for the most part, occasionally I do Hobonichi style videos, Hobonichi related content, but most of the time it's drawing, ASMR, art, and I've recently been doing some watercolor as well, which I'm loving. But I also have a different channel. It's a walking tour channel based in Brisbane, and it's doing pretty well compared to this channel, which is probably my favourite of the two, but it's not very popular. But that's okay. I'll still be doing this forever because I love drawing and I love art, and this channel is very much me. But my other channel it's still me, but it's me just walking around. Well, you probably know the type of video where people walk around various cities of the world and just take people on a journey through streets and different locations. So mine is focused on Brisbane. It's called Everybody's in Bris Vegas, and I try and show different areas of Brisbane and the surrounding regions, including the coastal areas and a little bit inland. And if I travel too, which we'll be doing very soon, I'll probably have a few videos about Seoul and Trinidad and Tobago perhaps, and maybe Honolulu if we do have any time for that stop over there. So I'll do a walk or two in all of those places. But I'm thinking for my planning of YouTube, I can use this space, and here I can plan where I'll be walking for each particular day, and for my Toucan channel, what I'll be drawing or editing or planning to draw. And yeah, there's various things you need to do with a YouTube channel, even if it's as small as the one that I have. And even if you don't have many viewers, you still have to plan some things and plan your life to fit it in. So that's what I could use that for. And actually, speaking of YouTube channels, it's a mad idea, and I don't think I'm going to do it, but I'm kind of wondering if it would be a better idea to have a different channel for planning, rather than do art and planning, because I'm not sure if the audience who comes for ASMR art is terribly interested in Hobonichi Techos. I'm sure there is an overlap, but I'm not sure. So I was kind of weighing up the option of doing a different channel and doing two types of content, one for planning and one for ASMR art. But I don't know, I think for now I'll just stick to talking about Hobonichi every once in a while. And my next video will be ASMR art of some degree. Maybe another watercolor, but possibly just a general drawing. But I do plan on drawing a lot, and maybe taking watercolor supplies over on my trip with me. So if you stick around in the next few months, there may be some art from me, some overseas art from me. I hope there is. I hope I get time to do that. I think I will. I will make time. So that's my plan for the original for next year. I think it's the perfect size for that sort of thing. Daily to-do list, exercise, health, and YouTube type planning with any major appointments or events here as well. 2025 is going to be so good. I am so very excited. Now, I have, okay, what have I got here? What have I got? I've got 2 notebooks, A6 sizes. What have I got these for, you may ask? Now, you know I'm going overseas. I've decided, for the first time in my life, to keep a travel journal. I think I have tried once or so in the past, but I never stuck with it. As with many things in life, if I'm not using gourmet stationery supplies, I don't stick with things. But thankfully, I've got the most gourmet stationery. It's the Techo with... Oh, sorry, not the Techo. Techo just means notebook, doesn't it? So yeah, it's just a notebook with the Tomo River paper. And I'll use this as a travel journal. Basically write down what we do for the day, every day, what we eat. I'm not that interested in non-Australian foods because I'm a very picky eater, unfortunately. But my wife will really love keeping track and having a record of what she has or what we have, which I'll do. But also I have a little mini printer that will print out pages about that size. So every now and then, maybe every couple of pages, I'll put in a picture of some sort of thing that we've done. And just general, whatever goes into a travel journal. So that's the plan for this one. Now, I have another one. This one as you know, I'm going to Korea, and I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm attempting to learn Korean very unsuccessfully. And of course the reason I've been learning it unsuccessfully is because I have been learning it using non-gourmet stationery. As I've now got the gourmet stationery, the Hobonichi, I will become a Korean master. So that's what I'll be doing with this. And I have the books under here. So I'm using this, Talk to Me in Korean Level 1. I've gotten them up to so far. Where have I gotten up to? Lesson 5. Yes, that's right. So lesson 5, I think it's lesson 5. Yes. Well, I haven't started lesson 5. So I've completed lesson 4, which is saying, I'm sorry, excuse me. So that's what I've been attempting to do, and it'll become much easier now. I have the workbooks for that too, and I've also got Korean Made Simple by Billy Go, which he's of course a popular YouTuber, and he goes into the Hangul very in-depth, and he's got a bit of a different approach to the Talk to Me in Korean. I think if you went through this one, you would probably be a bit more advanced than if you'd finished the Talk to Me in Korean Volume 1. But that's just my first impressions. But I think he's got 3 books for this Korean Made Simple series. So I think so, maybe. But anyway, using both of them I think is the best approach, because they're kind of very different, and Talk to Me in Korean goes very advanced as you get further up, I think. But doing both of them, yes, I'll become a Korean master. Now, I cannot remember what this is. What is this? Oh, this is the free gift. The free gift. It's a free notebook. I didn't have to buy the notebook. I could have just gotten this and used that. That could have been my travel journal. But anyway, the paper feels better in this one though. Is that Tomo River paper? I don't think it is. Still, it's nice paper. I'll find a very good use for that. It is very nice. Now, 3 pens, because I got 2 weeklies and a original. So I have 3 McDonald's pens. Yes, I don't really like the colour so much this year. It's okay, but not for me. I use fountain pens now, or a fountain pen, which is this one here. My Sailor Pro Gear Slim, and kind of given up on anything else. I've gone so far down the gourmet stationery route that there's no hope of me ever coming back. But these are good for just hanging around the house, and if you need a pen quickly and there's no fountain pen to be found. This is the Yumi Kitagishi. Hopefully that's right. This is the A6 cover, which is perfection. Oh dear, this is so good. I've never really thought that I would like this sort of cover, and I think I might get sick of it over the year, but this looks too cute. How could you get sick of this? Now this will be for my Korean learning, and I'm picturing my kitty cat, Boom Boom, writing me a letter. He's saying, "Please give me more biscuits. You have not been giving me enough biscuits. I want more biscuits." And there he is there. He looks more like that. Wow, that is perfect. I cannot wait. I'll be starting to learn Korean even better tomorrow. Now, this one. I have this in the Cousin, and I love it so much that, because I'm not using a Cousin anymore, and I can't see myself ever using a Cousin again, I really, really loved it so much that I just wanted it for the A6, and I think it'll be perfect for the travel journal because it reminds me of travelling. Like, it's a very nautical thing. It reminds me of travelling overseas and going on like a tropical holiday, which I'm going to. I'm going to Korea, South Korea, but I'm also going to Trinidad and Tobago, and there's a quick stop over at Miami and also Honolulu. So we'll be there for 3 nights and then something like 2.5 or 3 weeks or something in Trinidad and Tobago. I think this will be a very good vibe for that holiday. And how do these open? Is that just paper? Yes, with a bit of sticky tape. Now, wow, I love it. I love everything about this. Now, this one. This one is for my, what is this? Ah, yes. This is for my original Techo for the planning. Sort of green and pink. I think this is the cactus. It was called cactus. I think it looks very nice. Somehow these colours just really jumped out at me at the time. And I think it'll be good. It will be perfect. I think that will really, pink and green will really bring out my potential in 2025. I will definitely make Techo Mask very happy. Now, this one, let me say, the reason I got this is the, I can't read that, but I think it's Water Candle was the name. Now the reason I got this, as you may guess, or as you may see, I don't have any other books. So, quite honestly, I just panicked and went mad and bought another cover because I thought, in my panic, I can switch them up throughout the year. When I feel a bit over this one, I can change to this one, or this one, or even this one. No, but that's going to be my Korean for good. That will be my travel journal, and when I get back, I'll have 3 to choose from. So I'll stick with this for Korean for good, I believe. I guess I could use the notebook for one of them. Yeah, maybe. But this will be travel journal. Okay, for the purposes of showing everything, that can be, for now, the notebook will be in there. But the main event is the A6, which will keep track of, it'll keep me on track for the year and make me reach my potential. Now, this is an extremely good haul, and once we get back from overseas, I am going to have to live off of ramen for the next, well, until the next Hobonichi order needs to be ordered. But I have to say, I'm extremely excited. And I can start using this one now. And very soon, for our trip, I'll be using this. Go on there. And I think this cover on cover, how does that look? Looks nice with the blue. Suits it. Ooh, that looks very nice. Okay. This is all too exciting. How can I go to sleep tonight knowing that I've got all this gourmet stationery waiting for me to be used? First thing tomorrow, I'm getting up and I'm going to learn Korean, and I'm going to be on my way to being a Korean master. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing as much as I did. Probably not, but I'm glad you stayed and watched. Well, I think that's it. I hope you have a great day. If you're going to bed tonight, try not to get too scared of the Techo mask coming to visit you. I know I probably will, but I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself.